streets I turn my back on. Don't know, but I seem to pass the time. My track record is so misleading. I wage my war, intent on succeeding. No friend would pay no bills of mine. So I work hard and yeah, got my dough. I take the beatings everywhere I go. Down on the streets they're talking. I feel the eyeballs gawking. I look better with my high heels on. Tonight I will let everyone know. I'll walk you through my life, go by road.
In terms of the first half, you know, they show that Dundalk are there to be got at, particularly the back four at times can be very, very isolated. Gaynor and Murphy haven't done a particularly good job, and Gareth McGlynn, and he's had 2 or 3 opportunities, so they've been stretched from that point of view. So if Derry if they come out and play like they have done in the first half an hour or so of the match, I think there's a great chance of getting 3 points.
Rolling souls came as no surprise. Yeah, soon enough, yeah, the thieves are feeding. I took more people on like that's what I needed. The bills, they grew, they multiplied. So I worked hard, yeah, I got my dough. I take the beatings everywhere I go. Down on the streets they're talking. I feel the eyeballs gawking. I look better with my high heels on. Tonight I will let everyone know. I'll walk you through my life, go by road. Tonight I will let everyone know.
Obviously the result was the main thing, so yeah, that was massive to get the 3 points tonight, but to get a goal as well, I was a bit relieved as well, because the first couple of games I had at the Brandywell, I missed sitters, to be fair, so it was lovely to get the goal tonight, and hopefully I can kick on from now.
Did you say it was the best performance there given this
season? Yeah, I do. I mean, you know, it was always going to take a few games to gel, and you know, a couple of young players and a couple of new players as well coming into the team, but I thought tonight was a very mature performance. I thought we played well. I thought we created enough chances. We could have got more goals, to be fair. We, you know, they didn't look like scoring, to be fair, at all. And there was a lot of talk about their front four and how good they were. And the lads at the back were brilliant tonight. And I just thought it was a great performance all around. And you know, hopefully it's a sign of things to come. I think we can improve as well. And yeah, hopefully we can kick on from here.
Dundalk didn't have that many chances tonight, so I think, you know, we probably bossed the game. We probably could have scored a few more goals tonight. So. And I think, you know, I think we totally dominated the game really, and deserved they won.
I think the game plan was, from us, before we went out, was they started a high tempo and put on the back foot, and I think we did that very well. Like, and it was an important one for us tonight, so we're delighted.
I think the blend of youth and experience that the team has really came together this evening. Defence was very, very strong, very compact. Midfield were hugely experienced, very creative. Particularly the 2 wide players I thought were quite superb. Then up front, the mobility of Zayed was very effective tonight. His best game of the season that I've seen. And of course, Patrick McClean is pure class. So I think they found it very difficult starting off with, but they got on top of Dundalk. And the most important point to me of the whole evening was they didn't let it slip all the way through. And Dundalk are a good team, played very well, I thought, and never gave up. But Derry City really had them under control for most of the game. And yet, at 2-0, a goal by Dundalk could have changed things dramatically. So it was a good performance. The best team won. It was a terrific example to me of youth and experience coming together. But the most important of all, it showed me that Derry City might be a little bit better this season than I thought they were going to be.
The first half we played well. We wanted to get an early goal, give the crowd something they shared about. It was important we scored goals at home. Obviously the first 2 games were 0-0, so it was important we got a couple of goals and got the crowd behind us, you know. But it was a good defensive performance, and obviously the 2 goals maybe could have got a few more.
It's disappointing we didn't start the game. We were 2-0 down at half time. I think it was game over. We just couldn't get going in the second half to get that vital third goal, which just put the balls back in the game. But it's disappointing because we put in some good performances the last 2 weeks, and now it's just disappointing not to get a bad result tonight, you know.
Well, it's a good performance. I think you know, I was impressed with Dundalk up in Cliftonville the other night. I went to the game. They've beaten the, you know, Linfield, Glentoran and Dundalk and scored a lot of goals. They won comfortable in Cliftonville, and they've got a few players who can really score goals. Mark Quigley and Jason Byrne and Daniel Cairns and Ross Gaynor, of course. So we know they're a goal threat. Defensively, that was our best performance. Our centre halves, our whole back four played really well tonight. You know, whole back forward. It was a really good performance in possession. We ran out of steam somewhat because we've had players who haven't really done a full pre-season. Kevin Derry, Rory Higgins had to been out for 4 weeks, and James McClean. You know, our midfield engine room still has a bit. They were excellent tonight, but still getting fitter. And Patrick McElhinney's missed a few weeks, so I think it was a good display. There is room for improvement, and we can get better. And it did show the potential of the team tonight. I do feel. People were talking about Rory Higgins when we signed him. You know, saying we got good midfielders. Why are you bringing Rory in? You know, Rory's very passionate about Derry City. He really does love the club, and didn't have much of an option but to leave at the time when the club went to the wall, really. So I think he showed tonight why we signed him, you know, because he was terrific in the midfield and got a hold of the ball, really dictated the play, and you can't put a value on that, you know. I'd say I don't really count it. We don't have pro zone that we can count the stats on passes, but I'd say he probably passed the ball more than anyone else on the pitch tonight, so it was a good display from him.